Hi everyone, welcome to All Four Queens. So I'm in the hotel. I'm going to go for a walk in a minute, but it absolutely stinks of like fat. Remember what I said before? There's like that horrible smell, and I think that that's whatever they do with their pocus, whatever. I'm not quite sure. Um, but yeah, it's this really weird smell, and it's quite heavy as well, and the energy is quite heavy. So I have cleansed a little bit, but obviously you can't get rid of it when everyone's projecting. It is what it is. And then obviously I've got people trying to hold on to my energy and do all sorts of stuff because, times are changing, aren't they? And everybody is now realizing that you don't just have darkness, you have light as well. And, you know, dance in the devil's camp for as much as you like, but justice and judgment will always be in the light when the truth is told. So I want to read you a little bit of scripture. Matthew 4:7, and it's the temptation of Jesus. So, Jesus was on Mount Sinai, and he says, Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil. After fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, "If you are the Son of God, tell, these stones to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down, for it is written, He will command His angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered, "It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Now, I want to just halt it there. Why did Jesus answer, "Do not put the Lord your God to the test," and not, "Do not put the Lord my God to the test"? Very critical there. And the reason why Jesus said, "Do not put the Lord your God to the test," because God is God of all. And even the devil knows that God is his God. Whether he chooses to worship him, that's something separate. But God is still his God. And that's why Jesus said, "Do not put the Lord your God to the test." Then he said, "Again the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendour. 'All this I will give you,' he said, 'if you will bow down and worship me.' Jesus said to him, 'Away from me, Satan, for it is written, Worship the Lord your God and serve him only.' Then the devil left, and the angels came and attended him." So why did the devil leave when Jesus said, "Away from me, worship the Lord your God, serve him only"? And bear in mind, the devil, Satan, was a fallen angel. So he knows and he understands how this all works. Now, bear in mind, when we talk the Bible and we talk scripture, for those that are interested, we're talking obviously from the spirit, because God is spirit, the devil is a spirit, we are spirit. So we're talking from the spirit. So ask yourself the question, why did Jesus say that? Why did he say, "Do not test the Lord your God," and not, "Do not test the Lord my God"? Because the devil knows that God is still sovereign and he's over everything. So when people dance in the darkness, why do they dance with the servant and not the CEO? Because it's the CEO that decides justice and judgment at the end of the day. And the devil knows that. Hence, do not test the Lord your God. So just wanted to leave that one with you, food for thought. Someone's in my phone, so I'm assuming they'll go and try and put it out there before I do, because that's what they do. But obviously I've got the original. And so I'll catch you on the next one. Sending much love and light, and hoping everyone's keeping safe. And I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye.